Alright, let's see what the next video is. Uh-oh. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy, and you must want to see me suffer because today you're having me review Sonic 06 for the Xbox 360, also on the PS3. Let's just get this over with. Now let me preface this by saying I am a humongous Sonic fan. I've been a fan of the series for a really long time. In fact, I started playing around Adventure and Adventure 2, and I've played almost every Sonic game, at least the main series ones, and I can tell you that I think a whole bunch of them are great, but for a while there the series was in a rough patch. This rough patch began around the release of Shadow the Hedgehog for the GameCube and PS2, and continued on up until about Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360. Now this rough patch only really applied to the console Sonic games because the handheld Sonic games were actually doing really well, except for that one. Sega wanted to bring Sonic into the next generation with a pseudo reboot of the series. Let's just say it didn't do very well and get on with the review. So the game starts off with a pretty snazzy intro. Everything looks really nice, almost like a Disney movie or something, and holy crap! That was weird. Anyway, this is Princess Elise. Though from what the game tells us, her father's dead, so wouldn't that make her Queen Elise? So then out of nowhere, Eggman shows up and what the hell happened to him? I know Sega wanted this game to have a more realistic and mature feeling to it, but all that goes out the window when you bring out your 3-foot-tall blue hedgehog. Oh hey Sonic, I was waiting for you to show up. As expected, Sonic kicks the crap out of all the robots, and trust me when I say this folks, the game isn't as good as the cutscenes make it look.
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
Sonic, take this!
I've got it!
Oh god, how many times are the cutscenes in this game gonna make me cringe? Oh, that many. Eggman then captures Elise and it's time to go and save her. Hey, Sonic, you can start running now. You can start running now. Okay, so it's time to roam around Blandy McBlandsville and oh hey, there's Tails.
Tails! Long time no see!
I'm glad you're here.
Dang, I forgot how much of a girl he sounded like during this time period. It's been a while since I played a game with the 4 kids voice actors in it, and their mouths aren't even moving. No surprise there. Oh, and by the way, see this? It's a loading screen. You're gonna see a lot of those, and I mean a lot of those in this game. It's laughably bad how much this game makes you sit through loading screens. See what I mean? It's really annoying. How about we take a minute to load, then say one sentence that's mildly important to the task at hand, then take another minute to load. Genius. Oh, and one more thing. The NPCs are really awkward to talk to. So the game is pretty much one big mess. I know it's just the beginning, but trust me, it's really glitchy. This happened to me while I was playing through the first level of the game. Sadly, I wasn't capturing footage, so I had to record it with my phone, but I think it gets the job done. Really? I'm standing on the side of a pole, and I'm doing an idle animation on it. How does that even happen? You know what, I'm done, I'm moving on, I'm done. This game's also scripted out the wazoo. Look at this, I'm trying to move in every opposite direction but forward, but I keep getting moved forward no matter what. Also, this level motif has been seen before. Not that reusing old motifs is a bad thing all the time, it looks nice that's for sure, very colorful and bright, I like it. Too bad the level isn't very fun to play. So after you get through a majority of the stage, it's time to switch to Tails. Wait, so we get to fly around as Tails again, just like we did in Sonic Adventure?
Yes.
Awesome!
Too bad it sucks.
Aww. Tails is super slow, clunky to control, and his attacks are really lame. Not just lame, but also buggy. Tails shoots these dummy ring bombs at enemies. If you hold down the button too long, the game goes into a first-person mode, and this will sometimes, if not always, cause you to take a hit that you don't want to take. So after a while, you unlock the ability to play through Silver's story and Shadow's story. Silver is a hedgehog from the future with psychic powers. His goal is to track down the Iblis Trigger. He thinks the Iblis Trigger is Sonic because that's what Mephiles told him. Because this guy is definitely someone you should trust. His gameplay is unique, but he's pretty slow. Occasionally, you can switch to Blaze the Cat, which is fun, but doesn't make up for the fact that this game is still really glitchy. Shadow's actually trying to rescue Rouge in the beginning of his story and get the scepter back that's holding Mephiles inside. Shadow and Rouge accidentally release Mephiles, and that's how the plot of this game really takes off. After a whole bunch of time travel, really awkward and uncomfortable romantic tension between Sonic and Elise, the opportunities for multiple paradoxes, and the bad voice acting, you should get to the end of the game. Sonic is killed by Mephiles, something that Eggman hasn't been able to do in over 21 years. This then causes Elise to cry, which was Mephiles' plan all along, and releases Iblis. Then Elise and the others cry a bit more and try to round up the Chaos Emeralds to save Sonic's life. And the only way to save him apparently is committing borderline bestiality.
To us.
Why, Sega? Why would you do something like this? And yeah, that's as far as the story goes. The game looks and sounds nice. Well, at least the music sounds nice. The environments look great, the character models look okay, and they animate a little weirdly, but I can get over that. The soundtrack is badass. No matter how bad a Sonic game may get, it will usually have a kick-ass soundtrack. I think His World is a little overplayed and the Akon songs are bad, but otherwise the soundtrack is great. The CG cutscenes are also really well done. I like what Sega did here. But even with all these nice things, the game is still an unfinished, glitchy mess to play. But I'm sure most of you already know this. One thing I don't get is why they made the hub world so huge and not to mention bland. Take Station Square for example. There were side quests to do here, just like in 06, but the hub world itself was compact and linear. It was able to give you the sense of adventure as well as keeping you going in the right direction. These ones are just annoying to trudge through. I know there are some people that are gonna try to defend this game. I love Sonic games. I think they're great. I really do. The Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. This entry though is just terrible. I give it a 4.5 out of 10, and I'm being a bit generous here, people. I really like the music and the graphics were great, so that brought it up a bunch, but still, it's just not fun to play at all. One thing this game definitely does is make you appreciate Sonic Generations a whole lot more. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel and you like what you saw today, please hit that subscribe button on top of this video. I would really appreciate it. My last video was actually the first episode of my new series called Pokemon Weird Facts and Trivia. You can click this link right up here to be taken right to that video. I really hope you enjoy it. I really like the series, and in fact, next week's video is actually going to be a Halloween themed episode where I talk about creepy facts that you guys can suggest in the comments on that video, so go check that out if you want to. I have a Facebook and Twitter, and those links are down below in the description. You can follow me on there and find out when I'm working on new videos, playing new video games, or live streaming on Twitch TV. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time with more videos.
Nice smile.